Hey, what is it, mini lads out here? It's not gonna be welcome out for one thing as well, and in fact that we're in a Forza Motorsport website that we came on. That we're gonna be talking about all of the car lists around for those years since that launched in 2005, and that rebrands the motorsport into our next generation. This is going to be the second generation of Forza Motorsport as well. So I'm inside of this website and I just turn on the mouse cruiser on as well. So updated in October 2nd, 2023, and I just completely were suspended by 2nd of December. So it looks like we have entire car list in this from the official website of Forza Motorsport. We should be able to check it out, and we just absolutely gonna be talking about for these old cars as well. We're starting to scroll down, starting in early factory race cars as well. We have for anything as well that we're starting over here. So to do this for early factory race cars as well, and the early Le Mans prototypes, there were four of them. The factory race cars were such as five of the cars. I think this is absolutely for the early sports compact, where the Japanese vehicles and less of the BMWs and American vehicles. And probably we should be able to scroll down, but not anything is wrong for such a South Asian reference, which is that I'm completely started to don't like as well in Midnight Racing Tokyo, Exotic GT Classics. We have anything is gonna be pretty good as well. So it looks like something is potentially upgraded into this vehicle, and we probably sure that some sort of copyrighted content we're just gonna be updated for some sort of a car list won't be gonna be tolerated for something like this thing. So Formula 60s and 70s is absolutely for just one thing. The Formula 60s is going to be six of them, and the 70s will be the three of them as well. So there must be only one Mazda spec over here for the Formula 1 car as well. So the GT cars is absolutely for the official GT cars over here for about for many things: the Aston Martin, Audi, Bentley, BMW, Chevrolet, Dodge, Ferrari, Ford, Holden, KTM, Lamborghini, Nissan, and Porsche. And looks like we got four LMP1s around here, and Forza P1, and the Forza P2 will be another four of them for as well: the R18, the LM Nismo 919 Hybrid, TSO40, the Corvette Daytona prototype, the nothing that are just gonna be pretty to say, Oreca or Oresa FLM09. And probably that must be some sort of a Ford Mark the XXIV. I'm probably the XSVI Daytona prototype. The Speed Source LAB1280, some sort of Mazda 1 thing as well. So we have only one hypercar. So the Forza prototype hypercar is gonna be only one hypercar as well. The Cadillac V Series we just got here from Dealership Tycoon, five touring cars, which is extremely slow as well. The Grand Prix rivals will be the Ferrari 641 and the MP4/4. GTPC is probably whatever is the Group C cars. We have the AMR1 on Group C cars for the official Group C cars as well. The XJR9, and probably we just gonna be told around for the AMR1, XJR9, and XJR5, 787B, Sauber Mercedes C9, R91 CP, the ZX Turbo, 905 Evo 1C, and the 962C, and the Toyota Eagle Mark III. The GTX sports cars, we have anything about for this, not the X sports cars. We probably like these things as for our faster vehicles, Maybe it's not some sort of extremely faster as GT1 cars as well, but nothing that we just wanted to say. The Quattro IMSA GTO, the M1 Pro car, 3.0 CSL, the Green Mode Corvette, the 280ZX Turbo, and probably 512 BBLM, the Mustang IMSA GT, the Ford Capri Turbo, the RX-7, the Koga RX-7, XR40i 300ZX, the Super Chilote, Forza's probably Chilote. I'm probably, that must be some sort of a Nissan GTR, Super Shuttle Power as well. The hot hatch icons. And probably we just gonna be making all of their way. So we absolutely have anything for these things. If you're just gonna be telling all, because I'm afraid I wasn't gonna be using for the hot hatches as well. Probably it's gonna be all the way down here, some sort of a Mark III Golfs as well, Mazda, Porsches, and Renaults and Volkswagens, and probably there must be one Sprinter Taruna A86, and probably there's nothing about for the 86 as well that does really exist. The Mission R spec is 1 for the Mission R that I didn't got here in Vehicle Legends. Modern Exotic Grand Touring. So looks like we have anything about for this more like these things. The Exotic Power as well. Starting in DBS Superleggera, the Vanquish Zagata Coupe, Ferrari Roma, F790 Stradale, F8 Tributo, Ferrari Monza SP2, Portofino A12 Superfast, J50. What J50 is that? That I just gonna be sawing this for just later on. The F12 TDF that I just completely owned in Ultimate Driving. The LaFerrari that I never owned because I just completely owned in Dealership Tycoon, as that I just completely purchased a limited police car. The Aventador SVJ was removed from Roblox already in official racing games. The Lamborghini Centenario LP770-4, the Lamborghini Aventador J, Lotus Vecchia, McLaren GT1, and probably is absolutely for the GT1 long tail, such as McLaren P1 and the Porsche 918 Spider. So another modern factory racers that I just, since the first clip that I just reviewed for like this day. The AMR Pro, another Vulcan, Brabham BT62, the FXX-K Evo 599XX Evolutionary, and the P1 GTR. The modern hot hatch vehicles is absolutely pretty intensely good, because this is where we roast South Asian vehicles as well, such as Alfa Romeo, Audi, Citroen, Ford, Honda, Mercedes, Mini Cooper, Peugeot, Renault, Vauxhall, and Volkswagen. We got absolutely for a modern hypercars, Apollo IE, Aston Martin concept car, Valhalla, Automobili, Pininfarina, Battista, Bugatti Divo, Chiron, Jesko, it's absolutely for Jesko as well, Agera RS, Sion, Veneno, which is absolutely never giving for my favorite car as well. Because what if that I just gonna be completely buying this vehicle from Driving Empire and Drive World? McLaren Senna, AMG Project 1 is absolutely for only the game passes as well. Neo EP9 Huraira BC, Racer, Tycoon Speed, Rimac Nevera Concept 2, and Zenvo TSRS. And the modern sport compact will be absolutely what everything we're just gonna be having for such as Dodge, like these things. One American vehicle as well, using a Dodge Dart as well, battling against like these things, because unfortunately the Asians wins for some sort of annoyed Asians as well. It's the modern sport coupes. It must be the Alpine as the Lexus, Nissan, Porsche, Toyota. And looks like we got absolutely not anything that we counted all. The modern sport GT. I think the Aston Martin Vintage GT12 is probably some sort of one thing as well. The DBS would probably, there must be many Americans of Corvettes as probably the STO or Evos as well. We got so many sports cars along with these things, and probably that must be another one was the modern sport touring. Will be anything that you just completely, this is not a buy one car, this is a one regulations that we just completely able to buy some stuff not to buy for just only one. You just absolutely assigned to become a true racist. Prototype group racing is the Chaparral, and another one is the LA T163, the LA T70 Mark 3B, McLaren M8B, McLaren Motor Racing M1B, the M8B, I'm probably not sure, the Nissan R38-2, and the Sport Coupe icons, the DB5, the Austin Haley Mark III 300, Datsun 2000 Roadster 3000 Mark III, I'm probably sure that wasn't gonna be nothing as well, 250 GT, Berlinetta Lusso, Honda AS 800, Mark IV 3.8 Jaguar, Mazda Cosmo 110S Series 2, Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Coupe, the MG Twin Cam, the Porsche 536A Speedster, 550A Spider, and a 2000 GT. Sport GT icons, we got anything as well, so probably we never gonna be able to be talking about this because I like the enthusiastics who we just bought here, and we sold that for buying the MC12. That is the one purpose that I just completely sold, and I'll never buy it back. When it comes to limiteds, that I should be able to be purchasing whatever we want. Sport luxury will be the RS6 Avant. And this 2021 model was allowed in the United States, but unfortunately that isn't gonna be pretty allowed to do so anyways. That never make it to United States for a last couple of years ago. Bentley Continental Supersports and the Competizione Coupe AM5 i8, which is then TDM, just sold it out as well. Touring Classics, we got anything, we have for many more of these things as well. So looks like we got all of their sides as well. Street drag races from for the probably many decades ago. AMC, Buick, Chevrolet, Dodge, Holden, Oldsmobile, Plymouth, and Pontiac. The birth of the Grand Prix was the Auto Union, Bugatti Type 35, and probably that must be one Type D, Type 35C, the Intersport 166, the HCTF, the W154, the Track Toys. We got absolutely to do this, the Aerial Anthem, and probably that we're saying just gonna be pretty to do this, like with the one princess that we heard of. The BIC Mono, the Caterham Superlight R500, and probably that does pretty such as a swear word that nothing becomes of this thing. Altamira, Lotus, Radical, KTM, and VUHL. The Vintage Exotic Gran Turismo will be the 5 of them, and probably for the last vintage cars as well. Probably we have 5 of them: Aston Martin, Ferrari, and 3 Lamborghinis as well. Vintage Le Mans prototypes will be 6 of them. We got Ferrari, Fords, and Porsches. The Monaco King, And we got the vintage Le Mans sports cars for 2 Aston Martins, 4 Ferraris, 2 Jaguars, 3 Maseratis, Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, the R380, 2 Porsche 917 8RS60, and 2 Shelbys. And we got a vintage Muscles AMC, 4 Chevrolets, 2 Dodge, 4 Fords, 1 Holden, Mercury Cougar Eliminator, Plymouth Cuda, and 2 Pontiac Firebirds. And vintage sports compact, which is, I don't want to read this for about all. So if you're just gonna be talking about this, all of these things as well, and that is all. We got everything we possibly have, and we find doing this. Of course, the list doesn't end here. In October, players will have a chance to pick up in 2019 Ginetta number 6 Team LT Ginetta. We're very sure for the Forza Motorsports. We never able to have for absolutely to do this. We got a DLC cars, but probably race day car pack as well. So this is some sort of a VIP cars. Is the Forza Edition Stingray Coupe, the ZL1, the Hyundai Veloster, the AMG CS Coupe 63, and the Subaru STI S2M9. The race day car pack, the Acura NSX GT3, the R8 LMS, and probably the BRM, the Ford Focus ST BTCC, the Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme Trans Am, and Park Place Motorsports around for the 911 GT3R for the Porsches. So Subaru is absolutely for the racing, probably for some 1 GT Superpower, and the last one is Vauxhall Maxed Tag Racing Astra. Probably that must be the last of them. The car pass will be 1 Volkswagen. And probably this is the Volkswagen Golf GTI. That was one thing, and that is all of the car list from everything as well. And probably make sure to check it out into the website below, as we think. If you don't like up this video, we're probably not sure that we're gonna be scrolling down. We have for some sort of 1XS as well. So something is absolutely, we just talk about all of the cars and accidentally pressing the F12. I'm not going to be hacking anyways. So thanks for watching, and I'll be see you by the early of this year, and I'll be signing off as well anyways.